I want to thank everyone who had my back through all the uncertainty. This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good. The way fans continue to show up for me in the fever brought me so much joy and important perspective. I'm so proud of how this team has only gotten stronger through the adversity this year. Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the playoffs. And then there was a series of photos that Caitlin shared. I mean, this one more indicative of her season than anything else. And obviously she'll be there to support her teammates as their quest continues until they are officially eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hardly know how to put this, but something incredible is unfolding right now. Caitlin Clark, yes, the Caitlin Clark, is walking out of Team USA practice. Sources are hinting she might be done, possibly for good. The camera shakes, reporters scramble, fans scream. One voice cuts through the chaos: this can't be real. Caitlin wouldn't just leave, right? But today, nothing is normal. The gym is eerily quiet. Coaches huddle in a tight circle, heads bowed, whispering. And then, out of nowhere, Caitlin, you're benched for tonight. Time seems to stop. Players turn their heads. Assistant coaches avoid eye contact. Not a single teammate moves. Caitlin stands frozen, staring, confused, hurt, stunned. She whispers, again, after everything I gave? But no one answers. The silence hits harder than any words ever could.
Been a complete train wreck. This season's been a complete disaster. We got the GOAT, who only played 13 games, missed basically the whole season. Dewana Bonner scammed us. Natasha Howard basically scammed us. Stephanie White's a liar. Amber Cox is a liar. Kelly Crosskoff's a liar. Now we have to go a whole offseason with the front office we don't trust.
Suddenly, footsteps echo. Sophie enters, arms crossed, eyes blazing. She fixes her gaze on the coaches. This is ridiculous, she says. You've been waiting for her to fail, and you know it. The coaches freeze. You can feel the tension ripple through the room. Someone steps forward to stop her. She doesn't flinch. She carried leagues. She carried ratings. And this is how you repay her? No wonder the world says the WNBA has a Caitlin problem. The room doesn't erupt in noise, it erupts in fear. Nobody expected Sophie to say it out loud. A reporter murmurs, this has been building. Sophie's rivalry with Caitlin is legendary. She's never liked her, but now, she speaks the truth. She turns sharply. Hate? No. I hate the way you all use her, but never protect her. And just like that, everything shifts. Players stare at the coaches differently. Power moves. Caitlin steps forward, voice trembling but resolute. I didn't come here to fight my own team. I didn't come here to be silenced. I came here to play.
People are mad. You effing lied to fans since before the All-Star break just to keep people hanging on to hope that Caitlin would be back, knowing full well she was done for the year. You and the entire front office are effing embarrassments. Resign. I've had a theory that Stephanie White might resign this offseason. I just, again, look at this picture. She's aged 1,000,000 years.
The coaches rush to calm her, but it's too late. Caitlin is done being quiet. She slips off her Team USA jacket, folds it carefully, and sets it on the floor. Then she speaks words nobody expected. If benching me is easier than supporting me, then I'm done with this. Gasps ripple through the gym. Phones flash. Teammates call after her. Sophie shouts, Caitlin, wait. But she keeps walking, through the hallway, past the doors, and into the bright sunlight, leaving everyone inside frozen in disbelief. Minutes later, chaos erupts. Team USA PR scrambles. Coaches argue. Players whisper. Outside, the media is in full meltdown. One reporter yells, is Caitlin Clark leaving Team USA? Another screams, who benched her, and why? The gym is silent, but the world is losing its mind.
He's saying, yeah, the plan on this West Coast trip was to evaluate. How you going to evaluate her if she never had contact? What's the evaluation? She's been able to shoot jump shots. She's been able to run up and down the court by herself with nobody touching her. What was there to evaluate? Now you're pushing it through the weekend, leading us on, having us dangling in the air like a keychain. And I'm glad this young lady finally had the balls to ask somebody, hey, are you guys going to make an announcement? You said you're having a meeting. You had your evaluation on the West Coast trip. Now you're going to have a meeting. Are you guys going to let the fans know what the hell is going on?
Nobody has answers, because no one expected the player carrying modern basketball to simply walk out. Sophie storms outside. Cameras swarm. She doesn't hide a thing. What happened today, she demands. It's not on Caitlin, it's on them. The crowd gasps. A reporter presses, "Are you saying Team USA mistreated her?" Sophie's eyes blaze. "I'm saying if she leaves, this program will never recover." Another bomb dropped. Calls flood the league office. Staff scramble. Stop her. Fix this. Get her back. But it's too late. Caitlin's already in a car, driving away from the arena. Phone off. Hours later, her team posts, nothing. Silence.
Like, I think it's safe to make that assumption that she's playing. And sorry. We can make the assumption that she's playing basketball in the off season. Like, nothing could have gone worse this season from how she came out of the off season. And this was the first time in her life where she was not playing basketball constantly. And it wrecked her body. So she's going to go back to playing all the time. Whether that be whatever form that's going to be. And at the end of the day, I don't necessarily care what form that is. I just want to see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. I really want to see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. I think the only way that it'll be unrivaled is if the format changes away from 3v3. If the format stays 3v3, I don't think she plays. If the format goes 4v4, I think she plays. I think if you guys don't know, 4v4 on a modified court is the same. It's just fast 5v5. Whereas 3v3 is a different sport entirely. So fast 5v5, 4v4 would be, Caitlin Clark would go from being just a decent player in 3v3 to like the superstar of 4v4 if you put her on the right team. I don't see her going to Europe. I don't see her going back to Europe, going over to Europe. I don't see her going overseas.
USA Basketball is silent. The WNBA is nowhere to be found. Then, one message appears on Caitlin's account. Her final words. And they shake the world. "I love my fans, but I won't stay somewhere that doesn't believe in me. I'll play for people who actually want me on the court." The internet explodes. Millions of comments. Millions of views. Shockwaves everywhere. Team USA is in chaos. Sophie is furious. The fictional league scrambles in panic. Fans chant her name across cities, across screens. And the world waits, for one question: where will Caitlin Clark go next? And who will regret losing her the most? One thing is undeniable: history just changed. And she changed it by walking away.